is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advance Sports Talk. Alright, so Week 12 of the NFL season has closed its books. No, I'm sorry. Week 11 of the NFL season has closed its books. So, let's get into breaking down these Sunday afternoon games. Starting with the Washington Commanders versus the Miami Dolphins in the International Series in Madrid. That's in Spain, if you didn't know. Alright, so in this very low scoring game, the Miami Dolphins beat the Commanders 16-13. And the team is still suffering from the loss of forgot that kid's name. Jayden Daniels. There we go. Remember, Jayden Daniels had that horrible dislocated elbow a couple weeks ago. So, Marcus Mariota has taken the reins of the team, and once again, yet another chance for him to redeem his past spotlight. So, Mariota 20 for 30, 213 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Tua Tagovailoa 14 for 20, 171 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Chris Rodriguez had 15 carries for 79 yards. Devon Achane, the A-Train, 21 carries for 120 yards passing. 120 yards rushing. Deebo Samuels, 7 receptions for 74 yards, 1 touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 3 receptions for 52 yards. So, yeah. Let me look to see if there was any other standouts. Zach Ertz, 4 receptions for 42 yards. Always got to keep an eye on Zach Ertz. You never know when he's going to pop up. Devon Achane had 5 receptions for 45 yards. Okay. Yeah, using the running back out of the backfield. Now, all right, like I stated, Dolphins beat the Commanders 16-13. Next, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Buffalo Bills. I went into detail on this game on Buck Dynasty, but yeah, we're gonna do another breakdown here. Bills beat the Bucks 44-32, and yeah, this game was pretty good offensively. Buccaneers made a lot of mistakes. Defense did well for a time, but even they break at some point. But yeah, offense not capitalizing on the turnovers and going for 2-point conversions way too much. Now, granted, when you look at the score, 2 points might not have helped much, but you never know, like what missing an extra point does for a team's morale. So those 2 points could have changed the whole flow of the game. And then of course there was the one good block near the end of the second half on Buffalo that allowed Ty Johnson to go 52 yards to the house for a touchdown. So yeah, there is that. However, the Bucks also now realize once again that they have a competent third a running back 3 or third string running back. Well, I guess he would be second string running back now since Bucky Irvin is still out. And Sean Tucker, 19 carries for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he had a 28-yard passing touchdown thrown by Baker Mayfield. So, yeah. All right. And, speaking of Baker Mayfield, 16 for 28, 173 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 very costly interception that cost the Bucks a chance at the lead. Josh Allen, Golden Boy stats, 19 for 30, 317 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He also had 1, 2, 3 rushing touchdowns. So Josh Allen actually had like 6 touchdowns. Man, what the hell? Man, I really wanted to beat that. I wanted to win that game. But nevertheless, Bills beat the Buccaneers 44-32. Next, Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm sorry, the LA Chargers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Try to go in order. Away team, home team. And yeah, Jaguars beat the Chargers 35-6. I swear, you wouldn't have even thought that these were the Chargers. Like, man. Justin Herbert, 10 for 18, 81 yards passing. Damn, 1 interception. Trevor Lawrence, 14 for 22, 153 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So they didn't really do nothing spectacular. Hold up. Travis Etienne has 73 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Bashaw Tootin, rushing touchdown. Eric Dicker kicked. Damn, they only kicked 2 field goals and that was it. All that offensive talent that that they got on the Chargers. Let's see, Travis Etienne, rushing touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, rushing touchdown. Man, Etienne's 2nd rushing touchdown. Yeah. You know, I'm just going to move on. Jags beat the Chargers 35-6. All right, next. Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings. NFC North showdown. Chicago Bears beat the Vikings 19-17. Oh, snap. DeAndre Swift? Yeah, 21 carries for 90 yards. Aaron Jones, 16 carries for 70 yards. Yeah, it doesn't look like there was really much going on in this game either. Caleb Williams, 16 for 32, 193 yards passing. J.J. McCarthy, 16 for 32, 150 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. The Bears beat the Vikings 19-17. Next, the Green Bay Packers versus the New York Giants. And if you would have told me that this game was probably going to be one of the most exciting games of the week, man, I'd have said you was crazy. But if you would have told me that Jameis Winston was the starting quarterback, I'd have believed you. He said because New York is the greatest city in the world. That's a Hamilton reference in case you didn't know. Oh man, I'm so glad that we get Jameis Winston at some point during the year, because you already know, regardless of what team he plays for, he's gonna be very entertaining. And oh man, he need to be somebody's starting quarterback next year, man. Oh man. All right, so. All right. Green Bay Packers beat the Giants 27-20. Jordan Love at 13 for 24, 174 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Jameis Winston had 19 for 29. He was 19 for 29, 201 yards passing. No touchdowns, 1 interception, but he got a rushing touchdown on a quarterback sneak. I was like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy Jameis. Oh man. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know, man. I think the Giants are going to do. I'm actually surprised that Jameis didn't start over Russell Wilson. And we was talking about this in the bar. I said it was like, why? How does Russell Wilson keep getting work? Because Russell Wilson went to 2 quarterbacks. He went to 2 Super Bowls. So for that, he will always be somebody's starting quarterback. He will always be on a roster, and he will always take somebody from people that he will always take opportunities from people that we believe to be more deserving from them, i.e. Jameis Winston. Well, that might be debatable. Some people have not let that 30 for 30 thing go. Yeah. And last year when he was on the Steelers, he everybody was more excited about Justin Fields starting than him. And yeah, not only did they get rid of Russell Wilson, they got rid of Justin Fields too. But he's with the Jets right now, so that could be a blessing and a curse. All right, next we have I'm about to say Buffalo Bills. We got the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans, and this was hilarious because they were showing the history between these two teams, and it was a it was a flashback that they showed, and I caught a glimpse of it at the bar, where they showed what happened years ago. This was like 10 or so years ago, when this was back when AJ Johnson was still on the Texans roster. If you don't know who that is, he was D-Hop before D-Hop was D-Hop. So yeah, him and another corner, Cortland Finnegan, got into it. And man, listen, if you don't know who AJ Johnson is, AJ Johnson's arm was big. He was as big as Anquan Bolden. Okay, you might not know who that is either, but still, like, he was a big dude. So if you tussle with him, you're not coming out unscathed. Oh man. And so both players got fined, and the owner of the Texans was basically like, look, I don't fault my player. I know he didn't say this verbatim, but I'm paraphrasing. He was like, look, everybody knows that Finnegan is an asshole, so I'm paying his fine for him. Oh man, but yeah, nevertheless, yeah, this is a really good defensive game, it looks like. So yeah, Davis Mills started again. 26 for 41, 274 yards, passing, 1 touchdown. Cam Ward, 24 for 37, 194 yards, passing, 1 touchdown. Yeah. Nico Collins, still Nico Collins, 9 receptions for 92 yards. Yeah. Texans eked out the win, 16-13. All right, next, Carolina Panthers versus the Atlanta Falcons, and yeah, this was a slugfest. Yeah, it looked like the Falcons was up, and then they was going back and forth for a while, and Panthers ended up coming out on top, 30-27. So yeah, Bryce Young, 31 for 45 for 448 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Man, we got to play them at the end of the year? Let's see. Rico Dowdle, 19 carries for 45 yards, no touchdowns, so we didn't have any touchdown celebrations this week. Bijan Robinson, 23 carries for 104 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tetairoa McMillan. Okay. The other McMillan. 8 receptions for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Drake London for 7 receptions for 119 yards and no touchdowns. Panthers beat the Falcons 30-27. All right, now let's move into the 4 o'clock games. All right, we got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns, in which Mark Andrews surpasses Derek Mason for the most all-time receiving yards in Ravens history with 5,057.78 plus. Okay, that was a mouthful. So, it was touch and go for a second. It was looking pretty bleak. Yeah, Browns was up 16-10 going into halftime, and then Ravens finally pulled it together in the fourth quarter to win the game 23-16. Let's see. Lamar Jackson, 14 for 25, 193 yards passing, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Derrick Henry, 18 carries for 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Mark Andrews, 3 receptions for 32 yards. So, yeah. All right, hey, what's this? This will be the Ravens' 4th win in a row, I think. Let me check Let me check it right quick. Yep, 4th win in a row. All right, so yeah, they trending upwards. They have now reached 500. So now they just gotta keep going forward. All right, next, San Francisco 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals. And man, like, I don't know, Cardinals just can't seem to get over 22 points. Jeez. San Francisco stomped the Cardinals 41-22. There's no lack of trying for Jacoby Brissett though. 47 yards. No, I'm sorry, 47 for 57. 47 for 57 for 150. 47 for 57 for 452 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Brock Purdy, 19 for 26, 200 yards passing, and 3 touchdowns. This was a very controversial decision because they were saying, like, why did they put Brock Purdy back when Mac Jones was doing such a good job? Because they paid the man. When you pay a quarterback all that money, oh no, you're going to get your mileage out of him. That's for damn sure. You ain't getting paid. You ain't getting that big ass extension to sit on the bench. Oh man, we done made you you done went from Mr. Irrelevant to super relevant. Nah, you ain't going back on that bench. Even though there is a case to be made that Mac Jones definitely deserves a shot. All right, so, all right, and then what is this? George Kittle, 6 for 6 for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't like that number, but I don't like those stats. But yeah, let's see. Then Michael Wilson, 15 receptions for 185 yards. So yeah, Jacoby is balling. Jacoby's balling, man. Shit. I know one thing. Kyler Murray about to fuck around and not have a job when he come back. But no, he signed a big contract a couple years ago too. So his job might be safe. So yeah. Next, we got the Seattle Seahawks versus the LA Rams. Yeah, and I'm watching this game. I'm scouting this game hard. Yeah, Devontae Adams. That could be a problem. But yeah, nevertheless, the Rams beat the Seahawks 21-19. So let's see, Sam Darnold, 29 for 44, 279 yards passing, no touchdown, 4 interceptions. Damn. But then again, no, he threw a lot of interceptions against us. So hold on, what is he at now? Hold up. Season, there we go. He's at 10 interceptions. Yeah, he threw 4. Oh no, he threw 1 against us. I'm sorry. Threw 4 touchdowns. Okay. All right, I was about to panic for a second. I was about to get excited for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, Matt Stafford, 15 for 28, 130 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Kenneth Walker, 67 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Kieran Williams, 91 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 9 receptions for 105 yards. Yeah. All right. So yeah, like I said, the Rams beat the Seahawks 21-19. I know one thing: we hold the Rams to 21 points, we better win. That's for damn sure. All right. And last Sunday afternoon game, we had the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos. And man, man, Broncos got them. Broncos got the Chiefs 22-19. Looked like the score was 6-6 going into halftime. So they was neck and neck. And then they got two. Yeah, they kicked two. The Broncos kicked 2 field goals in the fourth quarter, and that's what sealed the deal. Man, the Chiefs in trouble. I don't know. Is the dynasty over with? Did that loss to the Eagles in the Super Bowl, did that do something to them? I don't know. We still got 7 weeks of football left, so we're gonna see. But in any case, those are my thoughts for the Sunday afternoon games. What did you think? How did your team perform on Sunday? Did I break it down yet? If not, still put it down in the comment section. We're going to chop it up, start this conversation. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.